Steam Deck. I love this thing. This is my pride and joy. I use this thing so often. This is like one of my favorite things to ever exist. Now, recently my Steam Deck had a bit of a fall. It fell off of its charging dock while it was still plugged in. So the USB-C is like deep in there. As you can see, it's kind of crazy, but I can no longer output this to a monitor, but it still charges. I haven't charged it in a minute, which is why it's dying, but I can still charge it. I did want to give you guys a little Steam Deck tour though, since some of you were pretty interested in this thing. Let's start with the outside of it. I have this vinyl wrap, which is made with the same type of wrap they use for cars. If I can find the Etsy link, I will link it. I think I forgot to link it in my last video. But when it is reflecting off of something, it's like this pearlescent color. Let me see if I turn my ring light on. If I can turn my ring light on. Oh my god. Well, now you can see it turns into this pearlescent color, and it is really nice. I love it a lot. And you know what? While the light's on, here's a nice shot of the back. Very nice. All right, should I leave it on? I feel like it messes with the vibe of it. That's better. So here's this. So that's the wrap cover. These little stickers here, which I guess we can turn the light back on for. Oh my god, can I? These little stickers that I have on the track pads are just from AliExpress. I don't really remember where I got them, but I cut them out with a X-Acto knife and I put them on here. They are so thin that it does not affect the trackpad like at all, but I think they're cute. So that's why I put them on there. And lastly, at least in the front, these grips are from Geekshare. Not sponsored, but I do partner with Geekshare a lot. They send me a lot of really cool shit. So I appreciate Geekshare because I think these are the nicest thumb grips I've ever put on my Steam Deck. These are actually made for Steam Deck. If you didn't know, most people use Switch thumb grips on Steam Deck because they fit. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it works. But these were made for the Steam Deck, so it's been really nice having them. I know they're Starfield inspired, but you know what? Starfield has kind of a nice aesthetic. And the back is crazy. The back is I pronounce it J-Saux in my mind, but I feel like that's not correct. J-S-A-U-X backplate. And the reason I got this backplate was because I play Helldivers on this shit, and it gets hot. I've also played some Marvel Rivals on this thing, and it gets hot. This helps a lot. This is very nice. Yeah, this backplate is actually super high quality. It, to me, fits right at home. It feels, it's a clean transition between the original shell and this third-party shell, but I really like how this looks. I was afraid I would think the colors clash a bit too much, but it kind of fits, you know? I feel like it fits me a bit. So I like that a lot. Anyway, let's move on, and this light is hurting my eyes, so we're going we're going down here now. Now, my Steam Deck has this cute little pink theme. This thing is so customized. It's crazy. Shout out to my two mutuals. I'll put their names here for giving me this inspiration. Basically, it's all decky. I have a lot of decky stuff on here, so let's try to do that. I guess the first thing that some of you may have noticed is it has Nintendo 3DS sounds. I love having 3DS sounds on this thing. It's perfect. So the sounds are done by Audio Loader, in which you can even give it a background sound, like background music. I used to have Nintendo 3DS music play in the background, but it would kind of mess up whenever you play in desktop mode. The audio would still be playing in the background, and it just got a little confusing. However, because my Steam Deck can no longer output to a monitor, I'm probably going to change that back. But yeah, I have Nintendo 3DS UI sounds, but I do have some more on here. Nintendo DSi UI sounds are also really nice. Let me see if my mic can pick this up. It kind of sounds like PictoChat sounds. It's pretty good. We also have Pikmin sounds. I love it. I don't use this one a lot because it's kind of loud. Smash Brothers Melee. I like that one too. And also, this one's one of my favorites, the Wii Sports sounds. Oh my god. It's so good. For now, we stick with the 3DS UI sounds. I think they sound the nicest, but there's still a lot of those that exist out there. I do have a little music control if I wanted to set up Spotify on here. I haven't set this up yet actually, but one of my favorite features about PlayStation and Xbox is that you can listen to music in the background while playing games on like Spotify and Apple Music. I want to do that on here. And I hope Nintendo also locks in and does that on theirs, but we're not talking about that one today. You're not listening. But what makes it look like this is all in CSS Loader, for sure. CSS Loader is just, you know, CSS. It's just all the visuals on this thing. But I have so many themes on here. But I have Switch Like Home to make everything a little rounded and cutesy. And also round to make it a little more rounded and cutesy. Outrun theme, I believe, is like what the green is. And then Obsidian is all of the colors, like the pink color. Nerd fonts is this pixelish font you see. And I believe that's all the ones I have on right now. Another essential that I have as someone who has an LCD Steam Deck is Vibrant Deck. This makes the colors a little bit more colorful. I do have a Switch OLED and I love the colors on there, so I feel like Vibrant Deck is really close enough. You don't really notice a big difference unless you directly have an OLED, but I don't, so I think Vibrant Deck does enough for me. One last essential that I can bring up besides some like more quality of life things is Animation Changer. This is where I get all of my startup animations. It usually shuffles, but recently it's just been playing the PlayStation 3 startup. As a console nerd, I have as many as I could find. So I have the original Xbox startup. You know what? Maybe I'll show you all of these if I have the patience. I have GBA, Dreamcast, 2 GBA ones, Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS is one of my favorites. Original Xbox. One of these Xbox animations kind of freeze, but I could never figure out which one it was. PS2, PS3, PSP, PS1, another PS1, PS5, PS3. I just downloaded every. But yeah, let me show you some of my favorites. Let us be alive. Alright, so I have quite a few games on here. Fun fact about my Steam Deck, it arrived the same day that they announced the OLED. And at the time I was debating, I was like, should I just return this and get the OLED? Should I get some, I don't know. I saw someone on like Reddit say that as a sorry from Valve, they will send you like the same amount that you spent on the Steam Deck just in Steam credits. And I was feeling a little silly and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna email them about this. And they sent me like 200 something in Steam credits. So I have a lot a lot of games that I have not played. I have so many games I've only played like a few hours of. My whole Steam Deck is a mess. My whole Steam Deck is just like a fancy backlog. My whole Steam Deck is just an out of sight, out of mind backlog, pretty much. So let me show you all the games I have on here. I'm not gonna yap about all of them because I haven't played most of these. Here we go. We have Albion Online, Amber Isle, American Truck Sim. That one I got from my boyfriend. Another Crab's Treasure. Of course I did. I'm an aggro crab fan. Desk Job, Batman Arkham Asylum, Baldur's Gate 3, Captain Spirit, Asphalt Legends, Apex Legends, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Battle Block Theater, Bayonetta, Bear and Breakfast. Bear and Breakfast is a goated cozy game. Here we go. If you want a good business management sim, Bear and Breakfast is really good. Anyway. Bomber Crew, Blood and Bacon, Block Post. I don't think I've ever played that. Bioshock Infinite, Beyond Two Souls, Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, Bullets Per Minute, Cars. That doesn't even run on Steam Deck. Castle Crashers, Crumble, Coral Island, Content Warning, Coffee Caravan, Century Age of Ashes, Cuisinier, Darwin Project, Dave the Diver, Destiny 2. I wish it ran on Steam Deck. Detroit Become Human, Donut County, Disney Infinity 1, 2, and 3. Guys, it was on sale and I was feeling nostalgic, okay? Disco Asylum, one of my friends actually gifted me this. I've not played it yet, but if he's watching this, I will. L Sword, I used to be obsessed with that game as a kid. It's not Steam Deck compatible, so I haven't played it in forever. Espresso Tycoon is just the demo, and then I never played the demo. Fabledom, I actually had like a little obsession with Fabledom because I really wanted a town building sim. I have 16 hours in this. I also had like a really bad flu in December, and so all of my time was spent playing Fabledom. Fields of Mystria is actually my most played Steam Deck game. I have 47 hours in it, but that's because I like zoomed through. No, I don't want to play it. That's just because I zoomed through literally everything and I was obsessed with all the details that Fields of Mystria has. I think Fields of Mystria is like my favorite cozy game, and I'm not really big on farming sims. You're gonna see a lot of farming sims on here because I always try to get into farming sims and then it never works. But Fields of Mystria had me hooked, that's for sure. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, I only played a few minutes of that. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I played entirely on Steam Deck. Final Fantasy 15, I also played on Steam Deck. This game made me cry so bad. Final Fantasy X, I've actually not finished. I know, sue me, and I know it will also make me cry. Forza Horizon 4 is actually so good on Steam Deck. Oh my god. If you watched my game collection video, I went over a couple racing games. I really like racing games. I'm also a Formula 1 fan, if you didn't know. But the Forza Horizon games, as well as like the crew games, are literally like the perfect zone out and just drive around game. Forza Horizon 4, I'm pretty sure isn't even sold anymore, actually. Holy shit. But Horizon 5 is also really good, and I saw that it runs pretty good on Steam Deck too, so, you know, if you just want to drive around and listen to music in a video game, the Horizon games are really good. I kind of like 5 over 4, actually, but that might be a hot take. Anyway, Half-Life, it was free on Steam one day and I got it. Gordlitz, cute-ass town building sim, obsessed with it. Going Under, of course, I'm an aggro crab fan. Going Under was my favorite game of 2020. If you don't know about Going Under, I'm gonna put you guys on Going Under. Because I've met the devs a few times. They are literally the coolest people ever. They made Another Crab's Treasure. I'm sure you've heard about Another Crab's Treasure because that game was a hit. And you know what can also be a hit? If everyone who watching this video locks in, and anyone watching this video, if you like roguelites, if you like Hades, first of all, if you liked Hades, this came out literally around the same time as Hades. I think it was literal like weeks, maybe even days apart. So, you know, they already have a connection. If you just like roguelites, with pretty little art styles and good humor and beautiful everything, this is for you. Now, I haven't played it on my Steam Deck, but I beat this game on my Switch and on my PC when I had one, through Epic Games and not Steam. But you see this little plush? I have that plush. Why? Because this game is goated. This game is the GOAT. This was my all-time favorite game of 2020. I need everyone to play this. Anyway, we're moving on. Gigantic. I'll admit, I did not play a lot of Gigantic. And the reason I bought it on Steam was because back when Overwatch was really popular in like 2016, I really wanted to play more hero shooters, and I was like, oh my god, Gigantic. And I played the shit out of Gigantic when it was free to play, and then it shut down. And then when they announced it was coming back, I was really excited, and then I was a little disappointed that you had to pay for it in an era where these types of games are free now, and we've all seen how Concord went. I bought Gigantic because I really wanted to support it, and then I could never get into a game. So I kind of feel bad about Gigantic because I feel like it was like the kind of hero shooter that just never got a shine. But I don't know, I feel like the way they brought it back was like kind of messy and kind of doomed from the start. But anyway, Garden Life, I used to play a little bit. Oh, I only have 3 hours? Well, okay, it felt like I played this a lot more than I did, but it was a fun little garden sim, but I heard that there was like a little controversy around it. I don't know though, I'm not caught up with it. Halo Infinite, Halo Master Chief Collection, Project Diva. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm a big fan of Halo, and I'm also a big fan of Halo Infinite because I play the multiplayer all the time, mostly on my Xbox though. I love Halo. But Project Diva, you know I love me some Miku. You know what's crazy about this actually? Hold on, let me tell you something. So, as I'm recording this, Hatsune Miku literally just got into Fortnite. I'm not a Fortnite player. I don't actively play Fortnite, but I need you guys to know something. I am a Miku fan. I'm not like Miku, I'm not like Miku obsessed, but I definitely love, oh lord, here we go. Strap in. I really like Hatsune Miku. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I told one of my friends that I wanted the Miku skin in Fortnite, and he thought I was joking. And I was like, why would you think I'm joking about that? I love Miku. And he said, I've never heard you talk about Miku before. He was already out of the loop because he told me he didn't know who Miku was. So let me tell you why I like Miku. If you somehow don't know, if you're somehow like this man and you didn't know who Hatsune Miku was, where have you been? First of all, she's not only a video game character, but she's also a freaking voice software. And Hatsune Miku is literally a giant community of artists, and there's not just a Miku. They are all Vocaloids. This is something I loved as a kid because it wasn't even because I loved the characters. While that played a part in it, I loved learning about the different artists behind the voices more. I'm about to go crazy here. My favorite Hatsune Miku songs, my favorite Vocaloid songs are Getcha by Giga and Kira. Sand Planet by Hachi. And the one that goes, baby. Because that was my first Miku song, but I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I felt like the world should know that I don't play when it comes to Miku. Helldivers 2. Now, I'll admit, I have 30 hours in Helldivers, and I haven't played in a few days, but I actually play this because my boyfriend has been obsessed with Helldivers, and I really wanted another game to play with him, so we've been playing a lot of Helldivers. I haven't gotten on recently because of school, but I do think this game is really fun. Kind of crazy that it wasn't at the Game Awards, huh? Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this is another game everyone should play. I don't play about Hi-Fi Rush. You know I don't play about my stylized, funky games. I'm looking at you, The World Ends With You. If you liked The World Ends With You, this is the threequel we deserved. In my mind, this is like an alternate universe of The World Ends With You because that means it's peak. This is one of the best Xbox games ever created. If you like rhythm games or just funky games in general, because you don't have to be good at rhythm. So you don't even have to be listening to the game to play this game, but you should be. Go to game. We're moving on before this video becomes another hour. Jet Set Radio. I don't even think they sell Dreamcast games anymore on Steam. Darn you, Sega. But literally the same as Hi-Fi Rush. I don't play when it comes to my stylized funky game. Intralism. Ikone Island actually won that in a giveaway. Hypnospace Outlaw. Hypno Crunker. That's the whoa. These have been in my library for actual years. That's crazy. Life is Strange 2, and Life is Strange Before the Storm. I used to like Life is Strange, but Life is Strange 2 is actually my favorite. Now hold on, before you all come for me, because I can feel it through the screen. I don't know why Life is Strange 2 is my favorite. I think I just had a much better connection with these characters in terms of like relatability, but that could also just be because when I watched Life is Strange 1, I was like a literal kid and those were college students. Maybe it'll be different if I played it now, because I am almost done with college. But Life is Strange 2 made me so freaking emotional. Like, this is such a good game, and I can't believe people skipped over this shit because it didn't have Max and Chloe. Like, oh my god, is it really a sequel? But then they ate up Life is Strange 3. Well, actually, I don't know if people ate up Life is Strange 3. But my point is, Life is Strange 2 is extremely underrated, and not enough people liked this game. And it makes me so upset because this was so good. Anyway, I also liked Before the Storm. Anyway, Monster Hunter World. I like me some Monster Hunter. Mini Metro, one of my favorite mobile games because it's addicting. Midnight Suns, this one's kind of crazy. Actually. I haven't really played Midnight Suns because every time I'm in the mood for a strategy game, I think about it and then I'm like, It kind of feels like if Fire Emblem and Marvel and XCOM had a baby, which is crazy. Marvel Rivals, you know I'm hooked on Marvel Rivals. Lottleknot is so freaking fun. If you like axolotls and you like cozy games, that is the one for you. Need for Speed Heat and Need for Speed Most Wanted. You can't go wrong with them. They're so good. RuneScape, that's been in there for a while. Paladins and the Paladins test, those have been there for a while. Same with Quake Champions and Portal and Pixel Country. Oh my gosh. This little painting game I could never figure out the name of. I love that series. Palia, Quiplash, Rhythm Sprout, Rivals of Aether, Robo Beat. Robo Beat is so damn good. I like Robo Beat. RuneScape, Sky, Skullgirls Beta. That's crazy. Sims 4, Sims 3, Snacko. If you like Animal Crossing, you're gonna love some Snacko. Spellcaster University, Stardew Valley, A Story About My Uncle, Sunset Overdrive, Titanfall, Tinykin, Terraria, Tell Me Why, Synthetic Arena, Tomb Raider, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, Trackmania, Trove, Unbeatable, Who's Your Daddy? That's actually been there for years. Wargroove, Warframe, and Virtual Cottage. That is my Steam library. I only have this chunk of games installed though. Moving on. I do have some emulation on here. You already know that the GOAT is on here. Now, I think one of the updates broke my PlayStation 2 emulator, so I haven't played Parappa 2 in a minute, and it upsets me. I want Sony to lock the hell in. Sony, if you can hear me. May the rhythm game gods hear me now. I need Parappa 2 either ported to freaking PC, or even better yet, where's my Parappa 3? Oh lord, that's all the emulators. Ooh, you can't see that. Don't look. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't really know what else to show you. Something also fun with all of the Steam credits that they gave me, I got so many of these freaking like Steam tokens or whatever they're called. So I'm literally just set for life when it comes to profile themes. Something fun to also end off this video, I'm gonna show you my Steam replay. I played 38 games, unlocked 92 achievements, My longest streak was 16 days. That's crazy. Fields of Mystria took up 44% of my playtime. Awesome. Marvel Rivals even got there. That's how casual I play on the Steam Deck, but I swear I use it so often. I like that dinosaurs are also on the Steam replay. That's so silly. I have so many screenshots in Fields of Mystria too. That's awesome. Anyway, that's basically my Steam Deck. I forgot to turn on my noise suppressor after doing my Steam Deck intros. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so annoying to edit out. But anyway, that is my little Steam Deck tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stay tuned for more little tours and rambles and things. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I've also been playing a lot of Metroid on here. I also have Minecraft. Forgot to mention that. Minecraft and Metroid have been my I hope you liked watching me ramble about more things. And I hope you think my Steam Deck looks as cool as I think it does, because I love this thing. Thanks for watching this little video. I hope you will join me for more in the future. And thank you for coming over to my little corner of the internet. I hope that if you were multitasking or drawing during this video, I hope your art came out good and I hope you got your chores done. I hope I will see you guys again next week for a new video. So, bye-bye!